Previously on Runderground.
I couldn't not mention, of course, the beautiful Warncliffe Viaduct. This is the brand new Southall station, going to be running next to the Grand Union Canal. This is Hayes and Harlington Station. I've never seen that before. What a fantastic piece of engineering this is. I feel very centred. So, join me next time. We're going to be running more the Great Western Railway, heading from Slough over to Reading.
It's episode 17 of running the London Rail Map, and today is the third day of running the mighty Great Western Railway. We're running between Slough and Reading with a casual distance of 35.57 kilometres. No pressure. But still to come in this episode, I explore Maidenhead's Heritage Centre, I race some trains, and I get a little bit personal. Let's get into it.
Running along Bath Road again, I forgot just how, I'm not gonna lie, I forgot how boring this bit was, so it does feel a bit like a head punish at the minute. This is Burnham Station. Last time that I was here, the station building was completely different, so they have a brand new station building at Burnham, and now you've got this nice and shiny station just next to it. Lovely. A little bit warm now. However, we've just made it to Taplow Station. I think we're 7 kilometres in, like 7.6k, something like that. You know, I was hoping to get this done in like 5 hours. I don't know if that's going to happen.
While en route to Maidenhead Station, I passed over Maidenhead Bridge, Grade 1 listed structure spanning the River Thames that currently carries over the A4. But did you know that the original Maidenhead Bridge opened all the way back in 1250, where it was originally built of wood? Now, as well as the Maidenhead Bridge for road traffic, there's of course Maidenhead Railway Bridge that carries over the Great Western Railway. Opening in 1839, it was said at the time to be one of the flattest and widest brick constructed bridges in the world. Then, between 1890 to 1892, the bridge was widened to accommodate the doubling of railway tracks from 2 to 4. And in fact, when looking underneath the bridge, you can see where exactly the original bridge remains. Now, how is it that I found out about all of this? Well,
I'm just around the corner from Maidenhead Railway Station. I'm going to go there in just a second, but before I go there, I'm going to pay a visit to Maidenhead Heritage Centre. Let's take a look.
Maidenhead Heritage Centre showcases paraphernalia from the area, including old signs, photographs and exhibits. The current exhibit is about the area's long relationship with flooding.
Well, that was brilliant. There's such a quirky little museum that's here, just neatly tucked away, and it's free to visit. I learned so much while I was in there as well. Absolutely fantastic. That was a nice way to break up the run. Now it's time to get back into running. So 11.2 kilometres we're here at Maidenhead Station. From Maidenhead there is also a branch line from here up to Bourne End and Marlow. And you'll notice there's this weird spur where it goes into Bourne End and then it goes out over to Marlow. And it almost looks like the line did continue on from Bourne End. And it's because it did. Bourne End used to connect up with High Wycombe. I was actually reading up that from Bourne End over to High Wycombe that the former railway land connecting the two has been future-proofed. So if there's a time that the line is ever reinstated, that they have the capacity to do so. Right now we're about a third of the way in, so still got 23k. And what's mad is that we've only got 2 stations, so I believe it's Twyford and Reading Station. So just 2 stations over 23k. Love that. Let's move on. Yeah, I remember this from last time. It's so unusual to be out, middle of nowhere, middle of the road. It's very alienating, actually. This looks so cool. So now we've got to Waltham, I don't know how you say it, Waltham or Waltham? Anyway, we're here, Waltham White Village. Then we move on to something like something Lawrence. Is it Waltham St Lawrence? I think it's that. I'm pretty certain it's that. Excellent bit of path there. If you do want to check it out for yourself, then check out my Strava. I'll link today's route in the description below. So one of the most unexpected finds when coming along here is whose oyster's this? What is an oyster card doing all the way out here? I bring you to one of my favourite sections so far. have a little bit of an infatuation with fast trains in particular. Where I was raised in North Yorkshire, I didn't live anywhere near a railway station. I think the closest one was maybe, what, 3-4 miles away. But the village that I lived in particular didn't really have good public transport, and so to live in those types of areas, you would have to have a car for the services at the station. At the time, there were only 4 trains a day, once every 4 hours. Yeah, I think the first time I'd seen like a high-speed train, it was when because I used to go fishing when I was younger, but it was kind of not too far from Thirsk. I remember being on top of a Land Rover Defender and just seeing like all of these fast trains. I was like, you can have fast trains? But yeah, I was just glued to watching this railway. I kind of like forgot to fish. Like, I just never seen it in my life, and that for me got me into fast trains. But here's the thing, like when I used to, because I was very much like a nerdy person, and still am a nerdy person. I mean, look at me. I think that everybody is a nerd at heart, because everybody has their own niche or their own favourite thing. Whether it's football, whether it's knowing a TV show, whatever it is, everybody has that thing where as soon as they start talking about it, there's like a glow and they get passionate, and I love that. For the railways in particular, like it has changed a lot now, but definitely before I felt like as if there was a definitely a stigma that was attached. Before, I used to be really embarrassed about the things that I liked, in the fear of, you know, whether I would be called names or whether like I don't know, I just didn't really, it was better for me to blend in and like ask all the questions to other people about what they were into and yada yada. But for me, I never really had like, well, I always had the thing, you know, with my railways, with my running, but I've kept it very much to myself. And of course it was to my own detriment, because, you know, I think that had I embraced more of that, you know, this side of me early on, like who knows what could have happened. Yeah, I don't know, I was just very I don't want to say shy, because I'm not a shy person. I think for me, it almost like, I hate to say it, it felt like as if like I was an embarrassment for liking these things, and it sounds so horrific to say it out loud, but that's how I felt. And I just wish that I had that real sense of, I guess, like self-worth, and it's something that I'm getting a lot better with like talking about now. Yeah, a few years ago I was very much in my own way, and now I feel, you know, like me, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, so I keep on looking at the floor. Yeah, I'm a bit stuck. Let's see if we can get over this. Are we ready? Oh my god. Oh, we're not even all the way across. Oh god, bloody no, have you seen my shoes? At the end of the day, everybody is a bit of a nerd at heart. So who cares? Corner from Twyford Station, you had the old wagon weights that were here. So you used to have the old wagons with their goods, and they used to get weighed on the scales just behind me. History. Alright, let's get over to Reading. She's right here. So that was 35.57k. You know, it's worth noting that at Reading there did used to be 2 stations here. You had the main Great Western Railway station, and then you had a station for South Eastern, I believe. So what's been covered today? Well, we covered Maidenhead's bridges and disused railways, cracking paths out in Waltham, and me opening up as a closeted nerd. So stupid. Coming up next week, we say goodbye as it's the last day running the Great Western Railway on the London Rail Map, and I also announced the next operator I'll be running on the London Rail Map. Reveal to you that the next operator that I'll be running is... But also... So my partner and I have just recently come back from travelling, and we noticed that we didn't really feel quite right, so we'd taken a COVID test, and yeah, we tested positive for coronavirus.